Hi everybody, hope you guys are doing well today. I figured I'd take the time to just kind of talk on some personal things that I've gone through, but this video is to motivate you guys, and I'm gonna give you 10 steps to improving yourself. So, I just want to talk a little bit about like body image and, body shaming. This goes for both men and women, but, being a woman, just, from what I've seen, there's a lot of like shaming going on like with other women, and I feel like we should be building ourselves up and working together to, improve our, our positivity, our, just our attitude towards life. And what I want to share with you is just a couple things that I stopped doing, that were kind of like hindering my results, hindering like my whole thought process, and I just felt myself kind of like spiraling down into this dark, just destructive body image kind of atmosphere. And it all started with like the scale and how I looked at food, and basically I was trying to be super strict. I was weighing myself all the time, and it got to the point where it was like this major addiction of mine, and I was going by a number, like the number was like defining me, and that's definitely not how you guys should do it. I finally got to a point, and this is actually very, very recent for me, where I made the decision. I was like, you know what, I am not gonna weigh myself, maybe like once a month or something like that, maybe not even that, but I started intuitive eating. And what that is basically, that is eating by listening to your body cues, and I'm eating balanced, so it's not like I'm saying, oh, I want some chocolate, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and because I'm eating intuitively. It's nothing like that. I'm still eating balanced, and I'm still eating, trying to make this make sense to you guys, but I'm eating to perform and to also how it makes me feel. So, with the whole fitness community and everything, it's really, really hard to get past that whole food guilt type thing and the macro counting and the calorie counting. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like there's a very fine line between, negative body image and being obsessive versus having those goals and, being able to focus on it without being so obsessed. So I just want to share with you guys, intuitive eating, I'm not saying that it's something that you can do just like that, and maybe you have to start off counting calories, but what I do is I basically really, really listen to your body, and your body is really amazing. It's amazing how your body sends messages to your brain and lets you know exactly what you should be doing. There are certain cravings that you'll have, that where you're actually lacking nutrients, and your body is actually trying to tell you something else, but yet you're going for the burger, or you're going for, the chocolate or the ice cream, donuts, whatever, and your body's actually trying to tell you, you know what, I don't need that, I need something else, I need more nutrients. So that's why it's so important to eat balanced. And then another thing, I want to share with you guys too, is that, we just really, really need to, be positive and surround ourselves with, positive things, positive energy, positive people. If there's something negative in your life, you just need to cut it out and just kind of move on from there. But I want to share with you these 10 tips that I kind of put together, and I put them on my phone just because, they kind of like came to me, and I just kind of like thought of them, and I was like, I kind of like lost sleep because I was really trying to figure out how I wanted to share this with you guys. Let me go ahead and read this to you. So one of the steps is to end toxic relationships and surround yourself with positive people. If there is someone in your life that is negative, someone that, it could be a family member, it could be a close friend, it could be a coworker, if they're toxic in your life, you do not have to be, you can love someone, or you can, care for someone and not necessarily be, in their life I should say, you know, you just need to end that. You can't let that negativity consume you and create the person that you are. Number two is to stop using food as an emotional crutch. What you want to do is, you know, I know that there's a lot of like emotional eating stuff going on. We kind of like eat our feelings, you know, but you really have to think about what is causing you to do that and take that away from your life. You know, there are many things that you can do to override that, you know, pick up a healthy habit, you know, things like that. Number three, you know, is really important. You really want to believe in yourself and become the best that you can be. Not the best that somebody else is, not the best that your friend is or the best that your relative is, the best that you can be. You know, try not to compare yourself. And that's actually one of the other things, one of the other tips that I have on here as well. You know, number four is you really want to be healthy and not just fit. You know, there are actually people that are fit, that look amazing, that have muscle, that have definition. They're not necessarily all healthy. You know, I see, and especially, you know, you see a lot in the fitness community, and I'm not saying that anybody is wrong, but, you know, I personally am all about all natural, and you know, I really believe that the more chemicals and the more processed stuff we put in our body, you know, that's going to affect us. So, you know, you want to be fit, of course, but you want to be healthy as well. The most important thing is to be healthy. You know, another thing I would suggest too is checking your body fat. You know, I mean, like I said, it can go two ways. You can look super muscular and toned and just awesome, but your body inside, like it's going through some changes and some just, you know, your arteries could even be clogging by looking fit just because of certain things that you're putting in your body too frequently. Too frequent cheat meals, even if you can afford them, you know, that can eventually hurt you. It doesn't matter how fit you are. And another end too is you could look fit or fit, you know, to some extent, or you might look average or whatever the average is considered, whatever people consider average, you know. I would definitely get your body fat checked. You want to make sure that you are healthy and, you know, making sure that your body fat is not at a dangerous level is important. So definitely get that done. There's multiple different sources. I did a I think it's called a bod pod, and it's basically kind of like, it's like the air version of hydrostatic water testing. Hydrostatic water testing is when you go underneath the water and they weigh you that way. There's like water displacement. I don't really have like all the full details of that, but the bod pod is the air displacement method. So they put you in this little pod and they actually measure the body fat that way. So anyway, moving on. Number 5 is you want to get rid of, you know, any emotional weaknesses, any type of triggers, anything like that, like whether it be the scale, whether it be certain foods, you know, just get rid of the stuff that is causing you to go downhill. You just, you know, if you have certain weaknesses, you have to realize them, you have to own up to them, and you just have to get them out, you know, whether it be temporarily until you gain that strength, until you can be around them. It's just kind of like alcohol, you know, it's the same thing. Like alcoholics cannot, you know, they have to remove themselves from that situation until they can cope with it, being around it. And it's the same way with food. People can have food addictions. They can have sugar addictions, you know, it's the same thing. Number 6 is it's so important to love yourself, who you are at the moment. So don't love yourself later on and hate yourself now. Love the person that you are in the moment, in like right now. And that's gonna be like one of the first steps to, you know, moving on and improving yourself. Number 7 is you want to take a moment, or however many minutes that you have, whether it be just like 5 minutes a day, and just commit to something that you like to do, that is just for you, whether it be, you know, picking up an old hobby, whether it be doing something just for yourself, even if it's just for 5 minutes, just do something positive that you love to do. And you know, just an example, I don't have a lot of time in my life, but you know, one thing that I do in the morning is I sit and I drink my cup of coffee, like first thing in the morning. It's my quiet time. It's where I can, you know, read healthy articles or something like that. It might not be a super long period of time, but it's my time and it's what I like to do. It's what kind of like starts my day. It gets me in a positive mood. And so I would just, you know, suggest doing something that you love, setting aside something, even if it's for a couple minutes, just do something for yourself that you love, you know, or even something that you want to get into, whether it be learning something, you know, definitely do that. Now, number 8, I put, you want to basically lift yourself up by telling yourself why you can do it and not why you can't. And you want to do this for yourself and not someone else. It is so important, you know, to believe these things that you're telling yourself, you know. Tell yourself, you know, I am going to do this. I am going to do that. You know what? I am going to lose this weight. You know, I'm not going to depend on food as an emotional crutch. And I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to, you know, if I get depressed or whatever, I'm not going to turn to food. You know, I'm going to do something differently. I'm going to change the way I'm thinking. Now, number 10 is you definitely want to act on, number 9 is you want to act on what you're telling yourself. Don't just tell yourself that, do it. So, you know, if you tell yourself, you know what, I am going to lose 10 pounds or whatever, you know, then you know what, you need to take steps and you definitely need to do it. Don't sit back and don't tell yourself why you can't. Definitely tell yourself why you can and act on it. And number 10, you know, this is really important for this. This is something that I did, and there's a whole story and the whole reason why, you know, I am in Texas and everything, and you know why I was able to, you know, get or reach certain goals. I actually have a vision board, and for those of you that don't know what a vision board is, it's basically, I have one on Pinterest, and I also had one like an actual board where you basically find things, you cut them out of things that you want, things that you, whether it be like, you know, you want to be 10 pounds thinner, you know, a picture of that or whatever, of someone in shape. If you want a treadmill, a picture of a treadmill. You know, if you want to move to, you know, a certain state, have that certain state, you know, showing, like put little clips on this vision board. And this, honestly, this, you know, you could even write things down, physically write things down of your goals and believe in your mind that it will happen. And, you know, you really just have to believe in yourself. You know, don't let people label you and tell you and make yourself believe that you're some type of person when you're not. You know, don't let negative people tell you what you can and cannot do and who you are and who you're not, you know. So I just want to encourage everybody to, you know, just, you know, make sure that you're surrounding yourself around just people that lift you up. And, you know, I want you to stay focused and stay committed. You know, if you guys have any questions about this, you know, about anything about my story or whatever, just let me know in the comments below. Is there anything that you guys want to add to this? Is there something, you know, maybe that you do that works for you to stay focused and to meet your goals? Do you need help with meeting some goals? You know, I want to be there for you. I know it's really hard to have emotional, even like, you know, people that support you in your life. And, you know, I definitely want to be there for you guys, and I want to share my information. So please don't forget to put any comments, any questions below for me, and I promise you I will definitely answer all of them. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this. I just felt it was necessary to, you know, just kind of be there and, you know, be a positive motivator for you guys. But again, thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you liked it. If you want to share this video, definitely do that. And please subscribe to my channel. There's also a notification thing that you can click to get notifications for my video. And as always, I do videos every Monday and every Friday. But again, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.